So you're definitely gonna have to come closer to me. I just wanted you to be there.
Perfect.
No, you can't have my home address, Google.
Can't.
Just so I can access Google documents.
Hey, can I send the SWAT to your house?
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of A Literary Tasting. My name is Jessica.
My name is Annie.
Every week on A Literary Tasting, we have a drink, we read a book, and most importantly, we complain. Now, we've been gone for a while because we recorded this video a month ago and then lost all of the footage.
Or half
most
the footage,
of it.
yeah.
Most of it, and then DC decided to freeze over. So, we've been gone for a while, but we're back. Today we are reading The Defender by our favorite author on this channel,
Yeah.
Anna Huang. And for our drink, we have a London Fog tea. You were kind enough to make this for us.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. I only recently discovered a London Fog. My sister loves them.
It's got a flavor. I'm not a big tea fan.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I drink tea, but I don't... It really has to be, like, a very particular kind, I feel like, for me to, like, really like it. When I make it at home, I'm like, this tastes like water with, like, a flavoring in a different room.
No, like...
But we're drinking it because our book takes place in London once again. If you if you watched our video on The Striker, we'll pause this and go watch that. Yeah. And then you can come back here. But this takes place surrounding a Premier League team of men. It's the same as like a Twisted Universe vibe where like there's, you know, a different story but like the same characters in all of them. And this follows what's his name?
So I feel like that's a good like jumping off point, like piggybacking off of that.
Right,
it's like,
trampolining off of it.
How like forgettable and
yeah,
how not great this book was. But
yeah.
It follows Brooklyn and Vincent.
Thank you. The brother of the main female character from the previous book in this series. Series is called Gods of the Game. Now, if that tells you anything,
Dude, I am so fucking sick of sports. Yeah, I can't do it. Also, there's a pig named Truffle in this book. Just wanted to mention that. Actually, I kind of like the pig. Approved. Approved by me.
The way you switched your opinion within a matter of seconds just now.
Well, yeah. I kind of thought, I was like, a pig named Truffle, that's actually kind of cute. I was like, I don't really know that we needed to waste words on it, because it certainly didn't enhance the plot in any way.
No need for the pig. I don't know what it was about.
It's the team pig. They need that.
They need that. The team pig, they need that. Vincent gets like a text message on his phone. Or what the fuck? I don't remember.
You know, let me tell the story.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's before the story actually starts, the reason why you're confused is there's about 50 pages of nothing burger.
Right.
It's just like Brooklyn doing things and Vincent doing things.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember when I made our little script for this, I was like, let's skip past these 50, because it was literally nothing.
And there's so much happening.
But like the inciting incident, I remember you used that word when we were filming last time. The inciting incident of the story is that Vincent leaves practice. Oh, it's in his house, excuse me. Vincent finds a little doll, like a little voodoo doll in his house that says BFF on it. And Vincent is like, does it mean big fucking failure? Is that the point right now? Your house was just broken into.
He's like, wait, someone thinks I'm a failure? You have a stalker. Your life is being threatened.
They just broke into your house, babe.
Right.
Like, literally.
He's like, wait, someone thinks I'm a failure? First of all, wrong acronym.
So, he...
Big fucking failure.
I'm gonna start saying that to people at work that when they piss me off.
Big fucking failure.
You're being a BFF right now, dude. Like, stop. He reveals this at Skylar and Asher's house. And Scarlett and... I think I said Skylar.
Yeah.
He reveals this at Scarlett and Asher's house. Because that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Anyways, Scarlett and... I almost said it again. Scarlett and Asher's house. He reveals it at their house. And he's also like, yeah, I wonder if this is related to the note I got in my car a few weeks ago. And they're like...
So, you didn't want to tell anybody about this or let anybody know?
And for some reason, Brooklyn is also in the house, and she opens the door, she goes, oh, it's you. And thus begins the story. So the inciting event is this BFF doll, the stalker that he has, And then we already get to see a little bit of... I feel like this can be labeled as enemies to lovers, although I don't know what they're beefing about.
I would love to know what their issue is with one another.
No, because it's never explained, and yet they're fighting all the time.
All the time. They're bickering
Ew.
constantly. What's your issue?
I don't know.
What's your point with this?
Didn't bother to explain it.
No, yeah. They're just...
She was like, I know what y'all like, and here, I'll just write it.
Yeah. I mean...
Doesn't have to make sense.
I'm pretty sure at one point in his POV, he's like, I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but I just love pushing her buttons. Yeah, I would love for you to explain to me, but if you don't even know, so then...
You want to push her buttons, don't you?
I'm sure. Yeah. So then Scarlett and Asher invite him to, like, move into their house because they're like, well, we don't want you to, like, get got in your home by your
I guess
stalker.
if you have a stalker. You know, I hope nobody in my life gets a stalker. You're not living in my house.
If I came to you and I was like, Jess, I have a stalker, like, what am I gonna do? Oh, sorry, sweetie.
Well, you don't want to live in my house.
Oh, that sucks, girl.
We'd have to sleep in the same bed.
I know where there's a closest Hilton.
Have you tried extended suites?
No, I mean, for sure, yeah, like, I don't think. If, to this apartment I'm in right now, no. This is for
I'll
one.
take the stalker.
This is for one, yeah.
Her apartment is very cute. It's small because it's a studio.
Right. This is
And
for
I'm
one.
annoying.
We're both annoying.
Do you think you fart in your sleep?
I definitely do.
See, like, I wouldn't want to be sleeping on your couch and hearing you fart in your sleep.
And vice versa.
I don't know if I fart in my sleep. I've never...
I mean, I wouldn't know, but I just kind of have a feeling I might.
You seem like the type.
Just based on my vibe.
I definitely fart in my sleep. I feel like when I'm drunk, I fart in my sleep. Because when I'm drunk, I'm like, I cannot control my farts.
I actually, like, I don't fart, like, during, like, regular hours, like, during the day, because I think I find, like, around... So, I'm a sundowner with the farting. No, but, like, this is, like, a thing I, like, never farted in front of another person, because I'm like, that's so scary.
I be ripping ass with no choice sometimes.
What
I'm like,
do you mean
Christian,
no choice?
I'm like Christian shit in his pants.
So, yeah, I feel like it's inevitable that, like, you know, I go to sleep and, like, all inhibitions are gone. You know?
Yeah.
But I can't be held responsible for that. I'm asleep. You know?
No, I mean, frankly, I feel the same way about blacking out when I get drunk. I'm like, good thing I don't remember it, because it didn't happen if I can't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't have anything to do with me.
I don't know. Yeah, that's someone else.
But he does some couch hopping, like you said. They're like, Scarlett and Asher are like, just move in with us. It'll be fine. But he ends up not staying there because he walks in on them, like, about to have sex. I was like, could we not? Because Vincent is Scarlett's brother.
Yeah.
Why is...
No.
Again,
No,
as
no,
we love
no.
to say on this podcast, it's your book, you can write anything. Why are you writing siblings walking in on each other having sex?
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Simply, you don't have to.
No. And he's like, well, no.
Yeah.
That's what he says. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go. And he does some couch hopping before, at brunch with Brooklyn, like you said, he pushes her buttons.
Yeah.
And somehow convinces her to let him move in with her.
Yeah.
Because she has a spare bedroom.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if I have a spare bedroom. You're not moving in here.
Especially because it's like, aren't you a professional athlete? You can definitely defend yourself.
You're a professional athlete. Can't you get a hotel?
No,
Let's start there.
No. She fills this pothole for us. She's like, he's too famous. If people find out he's staying at this hotel.
Oh God. Goodbye. Oh, he's gonna get like mauled by fans if he stays in a hotel. Girl.
Doesn't he have a stalker?
She
Isn't
said,
a hotel probably safer
I would probably think yeah.
in that instance?
Right. I mean, what do I know?
But anyways, she's so mad about this that they kind of have a flirtatious moment at brunch, by the way, because like while they're bickering, they're like breathing into each other's mouths, pressing their foreheads together and panting. It's like,
you know that meme of the two aliens that are like forehead to forehead?
they pant into each other's mouths. She's like, I'm gonna make this miserable for him, so I'm gonna make sure he has pink sparkly sheets and plushies all over the room. If I'm him, first of all, by the way, the plushies came from a neighbor was moving out and just conveniently had these plushies.
Hundreds of plushies to give. First of all, if I'm him, I'm coming in being like, thank you, like...
At least have a place to stay.
I know, I need somewhere to stay.
You know what he should have said? He should have said, you got me all these plushies, you care so much about me. That would have been a much more, like, I would have been like, ooh. But instead, he's basically just like, you're giving me a place to live, I don't give a fuck where I'm sleeping.
Yeah, which is valid.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm not gonna sit here and
Who
be like, how
cares?
dare you put plushies on my bed?
Yeah, I was like, that's such a stupid... She really got his ass. And I feel like it's, like, again, like, a very forced enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
I hate when they do this, girl. Just turn the siren on.
Like...
Instead, they're like...
Like,
why are you DJing?
he's one of them's driving, the other one's mixing on the side. Maybe we should get into that.
We make more money than I do now. That's for damn sure.
But yeah, in all of this, like in the chapters following this, they start to like they're having their bickering situation. They're trying to get on each other's like last nerve, and they start this bet basically where they try to like see who will kiss the other person first, which is like that is the dumbest bet I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So you just want to kiss.
Yeah, that's what I was also confused about this. I was like, so you're admitting that inevitably you will kiss at some point.
Right. It's just like who's gonna break first. What's the bet about? And mind you, the bet's for $100. Please, just kiss. Just kiss.
Well, especially because like the drama that ensues afterwards.
Right.
She starts like coming out into the living room in like an oversized t-shirt and like sitting on his lap damn near.
I know.
And frankly, if I were him, I'd be like, that's cheating. Hey, my dick is in your mouth right now. That is cheating.
Hey, that's cheating.
Like, I feel like you owe me $100 right now. Like,
no, because they're literally like they're watching British Bake Off and like cuddling and shit.
yeah.
Oh, the thing about the big t-shirt pissed me off too because it was like,
Pick me ass.
I know.
Yeah.
It said something like a guy like him could never resist that.
A girl in she was wearing like an oversized like football, aka soccer shirt.
Okay.
Pick me ass.
You're like, bye.
Oh yeah, you watch sports, babe? Yeah, I would think so, considering, by the way, there's an additional... The thing is there's so much going on in this
Yeah.
book, it's so easy to forget, like, important small details. Her dad owns the team that Vincent works for.
Yeah.
So she's got, like, hella merch.
And she's a Nepo baby because she also works as like a dietary intern.
What the hell, sure. What the hell, sure. Why does the dad need to own the team on top of that?
Yeah,
It
like-
just seems like there's a lot happening.
There's just so many plots that are going at the same time that it's so hard to keep track of everything, which is why the book is so fucking long for no reason.
very long.
Like, holy fuck.
And it felt long, because I feel like I
Yeah.
read the first, like, 100 pages, and I was like, okay, and then I got to 150, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
But while I think the bet is stupid and dumb and doesn't make sense, it does set, like, the tone for their relationship. Like, it, like, kind of sets the tone for we as the audience kind of get to understand a little bit more, like, they love to challenge each other and things like that.
I can't.
Just kiss, though, it seems.
Yeah, like, it seems like you just kiss. Like, you both know you're gonna do it. She also opens up to him about how, like, she's not really sure what she wants to do after her internship ends with the football team. And he's, like, trying to be like, hey, like, are you think you're gonna stay? And she's like, I don't know. She feels like she's probably not gonna get it. And she has, like, a whole thing where she doesn't want, like, to have that Nepo baby, like, title on her. Which is, like, girl, you already have it. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, they're definitely all talking bad about you at lunch breaks. They're eating their turkeys. They're having their turkey sandwich time. That's what I call my lunch breaks at work. Oh my god, it's so funny. At work, the other day I was at work and my coworker was like, Jessica, you haven't had your turkey sandwich time yet.
Oh, that's cute. I know. Delicious. But so she then decides she wants to apply for this thing called like the ISNA award. And it's basically like an award for like the best up and coming nutritionist. And she has to like write a paper or like a entry paper and
Has to get like some letters of recommendation.
Yeah, recommendations and stuff like that.
It's kind of the same vibe as if she were applying to college. Seems like it's very prestigious, it's very important to her.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work.
She compares it to winning an Olympic medal.
What the hell, sure. Again, what the hell, sure. No,
Okay.
sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
Say whatever, girl.
Okay. I wonder if this is like a real award.
And we're making fun of it?
Yeah.
Probably.
She then goes to get dinner with her dad, and we get a little bit of a glimpse into her relationship with him, which is clearly very, like, they're trying to work on it, but it's a little bit, like, disjointed, a little bit difficult. He just, like, doesn't know how to, like, talk to her about anything besides football, and he seems very consumed by the team and what's happening, though he seems to care about her a lot.
No, we definitely get to see that he's trying, at least.
Yeah.
But she's like, damn, this is like painfully awkward.
Yeah, yeah. And we also find out about her mom and find out that her mom is living in California and is about to have like
She's
another
a Beverly Hills baby, her
yeah.
mother.
And she's about to have another kid, and like her mom doesn't gaff about her at all, basically. Like she just like really doesn't care about having Brooklyn as her child.
If I could just interject.
Yeah.
Her mother is literally, you're going to hear me say this phrase so much about her mother, but her mother is cartoonishly evil. Like to the point where it's like, it's so unbelievable that it's actually kind of distracting from the story.
Yeah.
Because while she's on the phone with her mom, she's like, oh my God, I'm finally going to have a child. To her daughter.
You're right.
Like, that's very distracting. Like, it's like, the thing is that it's like, I feel like her mom, like, could have been evil without being this evil. It's like, it's kind of lazy. Because I'm like, girl, I know you can write a little bit of a spooky character. We all heard that Alex was singing to Ava in the middle of the art gallery. So I know you can write a spooky character. I know you can. I know you're capable.
Yeah.
So to see the mom doing this, I was like, it's just really distracting.
Yeah.
And, like,
it's just a lot.
We get it. Like, especially because she already has this really like complicated relationship with her dad. I'm like, is the evil mom necessary? The mom could just be dead, frankly.
Yeah, because again, goes back to like adding like so many plot points just for the sake of adding them.
Yeah.
Trying to give your character, you can give characters depth without starting 15 plot points that you can't really follow through with and can't give any actual depth.
Yeah.
Because now everything is very surface level and cartoonish, and it's like you can't develop anything fully.
Yeah.
Because like you're gonna write a fucking how many page long book? It's so fucking long.
Because remember, the inciting event of this book is that Vincent has a stalker.
That's like what the story is about, actually.
You get distracted by all of the other things going on that you almost kind of forget about that.
Yeah. Well, soon after this dinner that she has with her dad, we find out that she actually gets the position at Black Castle. That's the name of the team. Next year, and she's like, I don't know, I have to think about it, because she's like, I like it here and I'm happy here and I don't want to leave, but also like I said before, she doesn't want like that nepo baby. What is it? Yeah, that nepo baby.
Reputation.
Reputation. Thank you.
Taylor Swift's Reputation.
Right. And so she's like, I'll just think about it. Give me a couple days. And her boss is like, okay, I guess. She also has like mad beef with the other intern there for some reason, for like reasons unknown.
No, her beef with him is that he's a nepo baby. Because
right.
His family owns like some kind of pharmaceutical company or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. And she's like, I fucking hate him. I hate his fucking guts.
Which, to be fair, like, it's so easy to hate a male coworker.
Yeah.
I feel like all they need to do is be there for me, and I'm like, you're already pushing it.
You need to prove yourself to me first.
No, you're like,
yeah, you can't. I'm not gonna like you up yet.
He did. Yeah, you come in on thin ice with me when it comes to being a man, especially as a male coworker.
Ooh, like, who knows what you got up your sleeve, you know? But following that, she leaves for the day and runs into Vincent, and they're walking outside. And she's like, I'm gonna go get drinks with the girls to celebrate, whatever. And then as they're walking out, they find another note on his car. So now, we're pretty far into the book now. We're at least probably hitting like 70, 100 pages here. And now we finally get...
because the first 50 pages were literally nothing burger, so we're probably like 150 pages in at this point.
Yeah. And we're finally now coming back to the inciting incident again being developed, in that he gets another note on his car. And he's like, ooh.
Yeah. No, and it's a photo of the doll being like, did you like my gift? And I'm picturing, by the way, I'm picturing the like doll that Allie got in the Halloween episode of Pretty Little Liars.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it is spooky, and like I actually probably would have liked this book a little bit more if they put more emphasis onto this instead of emphasis on all of these other things going on with Brooklyn.
Right? I
feel like maybe she was like, Brooklyn's gonna get overshadowed with this stalker plot point, which like is probably true, but it's like, then just like, don't write that as the plot point then.
Right.
You know?
Figure something else out then.
There's a lot going on.
I think it would have been really interesting if it was like kind of like a suspenseful thriller, but then also had this, like something a little bit different, you know?
She really misses the Twisted series, it seems.
It seems.
She wants to write something like that again. Do it, girl. Don't worry, I'll read it.
Yeah, so
trust. I will be there.
Do it challenge. So instead of going out with her girls then, because of the note, I guess, she's like, let's you and I go to fucking Dave & Buster's, basically.
What the hell? Sure.
They go to like an arcade that's like right out of the city. We're gonna call it Dave & Buster's. And they go there and they're like playing several games together. They start having more like in-depth, more personal conversations about their lives. And somehow, some way they start talking about his underwear. And the fact that he only wears one brand of underwear, and I'm only bringing this up because it comes up again later. And it's like the kind of thing where it's like they will bring up one joke, like the author will make one joke at the beginning of the book and like beat it to death throughout the book because they're like, I'm not gonna write any other jokes in here. Like this is the one, like they have this inside joke together, so I'm gonna like literally push it into your mouth for the rest of the book. And
it's like Taint from Wild Card.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is she's not the only romance author that likes doing this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't say her and I said like author will, because like I feel like so many like authors will do this where it'll be like, I will make
Remember
this
the
joke.
joke?
Yeah, and like I'll keep bringing it up to be like, we have this inside joke together, we're so close, like we, you know, this is the thing we share. It's like, it's not funny. It wasn't funny the first time.
Yeah, and like you're putting a lot on this joke to say that it's funny.
Yeah, you're putting a lot on this joke to make me build see chemistry between them and like build a relationship.
To me, I was just like, this is kind of, again, distracting.
Yeah. Like,
I was
what
like,
are we talking about?
Yeah, why are we talking about his underwear right now? Especially because he's a professional athlete. It's like, of course he wears one type of underwear. I don't know, like that makes perfect sense to me. It's like if he were to say I only wear one type of short. I'd be like,
Yeah, Calvin Klein's.
whatever's comfortable for.
Right.
It bet. Yeah, he's definitely wearing Calvin Klein's because like any man wearing Fruit of the Loom has poop in his butt. For sure.
Fruit of the Loom.
Your ex loves Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, he loves Fruit of the Loom.
Does.
He loves little Fruit of the Loom. He loves little Hanes. Please, if you're a professional athlete, I'm just gonna assume you're wearing Calvin Klein's. Like
definitely, yeah, he's definitely not wearing Fruit of the Loom. I love hating men because there's so many facets to it.
There's so many ways to hate them.
It's not just I hate you, it's also if you wear Fruit of the Loom, you have poop in your butt.
Yeah. There's so many ways for me to dislike you. You make it so easy. But while she's there at one point, or while they're there at one point, he heads off to the bathroom or something, and she meets this guy who is an American dude, and they start talking, and
He's flirting.
he's flirting with her, and
She's there.
Yeah, she's there. Like, she's kind of flirting, but also she's like, you know.
She wants Vincent and she knows it.
Yeah.
And frankly, we as the audience already know it as well, so I don't know why this other guy is here.
We have a bet in the works. Like, why are we?
Yeah, no, not only a bet, but it's like she's sitting on his lap watching Great British Bake Off. She's damn near like twerking in his lap. Like,
While they're watching Great British Bake Off.
feels like that's cheating.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Vincent comes back from the bathroom and he's so rude to this guy, like rude as fuck. And
the guy's like, "Oh my God, you're Vincent. Can you sign my undies? Can you sign my Fruit of the Loom undies?"
But they exchange numbers, and Vincent's like, you know how men are in like books when it'll be like so intensely, like they're like, I'm gonna literally pound his head into the curb for talking to you. You love that. She love that.
I really fucking hope one day in my life a man will be jealous over me.
Yeah, and I think
It's not
jealousy
giving that
in a
right now.
man is like really hot in some situations,
Yeah.
very specific some situations.
It's only gotta be, it's to me, like, jealousy is hot as like foreplay.
Yeah.
After that, you gotta let it go.
Yeah, it's only hot as like a foreplay thing, and it can only be like, you're only expressing the jealousy to me. Like,
Yeah.
don't
take it out on him.
Yeah,
he's
like,
just there.
right.
I guess unless he's wearing Fruit of the Loom undies and he has
Then
to
okay,
sign
fine.
them.
Yeah. Then okay, I'll let that one go.
So Vincent is like on the verge of getting this sponsorship, so he goes to dinner with, I guess like some, I don't even know, like I guess some like execs.
Yeah.
Or maybe some PR people that are there to make the decision on, he wants to be like the face of their brand. So
Yeah.
the brand is called Zenith. I'm thinking like Nike.
Yeah.
Type beat. Yeah, and so he's like, Brooklyn, why don't you come to dinner with me? I don't, like, this is another thing that confused me, because he's like, Brooklyn, come to dinner with me, like, you'll get a free meal out of the deal. I don't know why she's invited, and the Zenith people are like, oh, this is your girlfriend. Again, another thing that confused me, they were like, it's so good to see that you have a long-term girlfriend, you know, athletes can be whores.
What?
Who said anything about girlfriend or long-term?
Right.
But also,
Also, we're making a generalization right now.
well, also, no, athletes are definitely whores.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I
not her
read Heated
putting it-
Rivalry.
Not her putting that in her book. Like,
She had a vendetta against a soccer
Someone,
player.
yeah.
She was like, and people who do sponsorships with Nike
Right.
are always 1000% whores. They
Right.
will cheat on you. Don't fucking listen to them. They're fucking liars. But while it's strange that they assumed that and are making these generalizations, it's strange that they're assuming that. It's strange that they care. Like, who cares if an athlete is a whore? Like, I feel like, especially considering sports are predominantly consumed by men, they don't care if a man is a whore.
Well, it was...
But also, why is she there in the first place? Like, I think it's fair for them to kind of assume that. She's a long-term girlfriend. And then he has to awkwardly be like, we're not dating, this is just my friend. And they're like, okay. So why is she here?
I mean, I think he brought this up, like, earlier in the book, like, when they're in the apartment and when they're at the Dave & Buster's. They're talking about it, and he keeps talking about how he really wants to get this sponsorship because it's, like, a really good, like, long-term thing. This, like, company always takes on, like, a celebrity face who's, like, in for the long haul. It's like once you sign with them, you're in for like 10 years or whatever. And he's like, it's gonna provide so much for me and my family. Like once soccer's done, I'll have this still. And he's like, it'll make me feel like less of a failure, like a flop, like a BFF. And so he really wants this thing, which is why I think they were trying to do like it's nice to see you have like a long-term something like that shows like, you know, loyalty or whatever. But it's like, what does got to do with my loyalty to the brand? My loyalty to my girlfriend?
I don't know.
Where's the connect? Like, I don't get it. So that didn't really make sense to me. But I mean, good for her. She got to go to a fancy dinner and like a nice meal.
Yeah, she's like, this is awkward for you, but
I'm
doesn't
having
really
a good
have much to do
time.
with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, another round of champagne. Go ahead and throw 3 espresso martinis on that bill for me, please.
Yeah, of course. Just keep them coming. If you see my glasses getting a little bit towards the end, just go ahead and get me a new one. But then after this, there's also in the car, like back from this dinner, and like she's like trying to seduce him again. She's like lifting her skirt. And,
also, like not now. Like I just had this uncomfortable moment with this brand.
I know. I'm
and
like,
now here you go.
One of the biggest dinners of my like professional career.
Yeah.
To try to like secure this thing, and here
you're like rolling up your dress.
She's.
And it's totally working. He's definitely getting hard as fuck.
As
in
fuck.
His Fruit of the Loom undies.
Yeah, he's really getting hard in those. But he doesn't like do anything. Obviously, she's like, oh my god, he hates me. Okay, girl.
If we're gonna make the bet, should we not care about it?
Right.
So like you were saying about the car situation, is they act so weird about the bet. Like they're like constantly flirting with each other. Like he'll vacuum the house while not wearing a shirt. And then there's one day where they have like kind of like an almost romantic moment. And she's like, and then they have a disagreement about the bet. And then she's like, well, I just wanted to make sure you weren't manipulating me. I said in a light tone.
Well, I just want to make sure you're not manipulating me.
Oh.
That's all. Yeah, you're right.
But like that's the thing is that it's like this bet is so like it's not natural.
Yeah.
And like so you have to be like, oh, so I just want to make sure you're not manipulating me. Nobody thought that.
Yeah.
It's just it was so this bet whole situation like leads to a lot of like uncomfortable encounters.
Yeah. And like not uncomfortable for them, uncomfortable for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like I don't want that. But in the middle of them having this like disagreement, they're making pancakes or something, and they start to burn because they forget about them, and then he's
shirtless, by the way,
of course,
while this is happening because he's still trying to win the bet,
right? And so like the apartment basically like goes up in smoke.
Just pictured a shirtless man making pancakes.
I don't want to talk about it.
That sounds really nice.
I don't want to talk about it. And while they're trying to fix the situation of the burned pancakes, her dad shows up to the apartment. And basically, like, loses his shit and is like, this will not stand. Vincent needs to move in with me now. Hold the phone. I'm not moving in with you.
If I'm Vincent, I'm like, I'll take my chances with my home.
Yeah. I'd rather go back to my house.
I'd rather have a stalker than deal with you. Because
why would you go move in with your boss, basically? No.
Nothing about this book makes sense.
Especially when now you know, like, you definitely have feelings for this girl. And the boss is also her dad. Like, this is just a mess. I don't need to move in with you. And also, I'm really not sure why the dad cares so fucking much.
Yeah. I think it's, like, kind of an expression. It's like, the author's attempt at trying to, like, express their relationship. But it's, like, instead it comes across really forced. And uncomfortable. Because it's, like, again, like, it's, like... But it doesn't really make sense, though, why he would move in... with the coach, and like while he's living with the coach is like getting him up at 5 a.m. to like go for runs. I was like, it's just so bizarre.
It's not that worth it, babe. Just move back into your
it's
house.
also like I know realism doesn't really matter, especially in a story like this where it's about a professional soccer player that also has a stalker. It's like, well, realism probably went out the window a long time ago. But like at a certain point, you'd have to say like, this just feels so unnatural.
Yeah. Now I'm getting a little silly. I'm being a
getting
little
silly with it.
Yeah. But after this, she goes to she has another like conversation with her dad, in which she tells him that she's gonna turn down the offer to keep working with Black Castle, and he's like, "Fuck no, baby!" Like he's like, "No, you're gonna keep working here. I don't know what to tell you." And she's like, "Well, I don't want that."
Yeah.
And it's a really flawed conversation. Like he
doesn't. Yeah, he kind of drops the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what though, like. This part of their relationship is much more complex and interesting. Him randomly being protective over her is not complex or interesting.
Yeah. They go on a trip to Budapest for Vincent's birthday, and he invites her, right? Yeah, he invites her, and he's like, you know what?
He's like, you need to get over this thing with your dad. You have this weird relationship with your dad that I don't want to be around.
Wait, we should go out of town so you can like stop thinking about that
Your
shit going on with your
dad.
dad. Yeah. So they go to Budapest, and she gets to bring. There's like a third friend within her relationship with the girl. So it's like Scarlett.
Definitely, the next book
Brooklyn.
is going to be about.
100% is going to be about her and one of the goalie. They kept breadcrumbing us with that so bad. I mean, for sure.
You might not be there, but I'm going to read it for sure.
I liked his character.
I like the concept of these books. It's just that she's so crazy.
She flops every time. No, every time
She's
I'm like
just so crazy.
I feel like I get excited beforehand, and then I read it, and I'm like, oh.
I know.
But anyway, we probably will read that. But they go on this trip, and her and the friend get there, and the entire time she's like walking around being like, so anyone seen Vincent? Like, where's Vincent at? I'm super chill.
Yeah, like
though.
not subtle at all.
I know.
By the way, Scarlett's also there, and even Scarlett is like,
what? Like, can you chill? What's happening? But she keeps asking, and they're like, okay, girl, he's in his room. So she goes up
where
there.
else would he be?
Right. She goes up there, and she's like, hey, happy birthday, like, whatever, I brought you a present. The present being, like, custom-made underwear that has his face on it.
The brand from earlier.
Yeah.
Like, so much effort to put into for, like, this person that you swear up and down that, like, you have beef with.
You definitely don't like him, but you made custom-made underwear. Yeah.
And it's like, girl, that means you pictured him wearing them. Be fucking for real. By the way, the custom-made underwear has her fucking face on it.
Oh my god, yeah, right. It's her face on it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, no. Like, y'all are together.
Oh, wait.
Simply.
No. It's him. Never mind. She photoshops, like, a photo of him onto the undies. He's wearing, like, a birthday sash, so it's not her face. But still, like, that's so much effort to put in for somebody you swear up and down you don't like.
Yeah.
And now you're in Budapest with him?
Right. And when everyone asks what gift you got him, what are you going to say? Well, he told me that he only wears one pair of underwear, so I got him this custom-made undies. Undies is a gift you get for your partner.
Yeah, well, also,
like
all of that effort, girl.
You went and photoshopped his head.
Were we supposed to find this, like, endearing and funny? I didn't find it.
Well, because they were bringing up the fucking joke about the underwear again, and I was like...
But I was just confused. I was like, why is she getting him underwear?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
There's many... That's the thing, is that I feel like some of these plot points are just so distracting.
Yeah.
Is the issue.
Yeah.
And while she's there, she snoops on his phone. She sees a notification on his phone that says, do not contact. Because, of course, there's still more complex issues to get through.
Yeah, of course.
But we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't find out what that means. She's just like, oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll just snoop and I'll put that back. No worries. But then for his birthday, they go out to celebrate at like a bar or club. And they all go out together. And while they're there, like, they get taken up to like a VIP section. And Scarlett and Asher go off, and one of the like younger players goes off and does his own thing, and Vincent basically disappears. So Brooklyn sees
another one of the players. His name is
Noah. And she like pulls him on the dance floor, and she's like, dance with me.
Forces him against his will.
Yeah.
Like, he did not want to dance with her.
He did not want to
at
dance.
all.
She like forces him out to come out and dance. And mind you, again,
didn't find this endearing either. I was like, just leave that man alone.
He doesn't want to.
No.
He also was very clearly like brooding because the other friend was dancing with a different guy. Again, breadcrumbing us for the next book. It was just like, girl, leave that man alone. He doesn't want to do this.
No. And then fucking Vincent comes and like interrupts and like kind of is irritated. If I'm him, I'm like,
If I know I'm a girl, I don't want your.
I didn't even want to be here. Like, I didn't even want to come to the club in the first place, and now this bitch is forcing me to dance.
Right. I don't
She's not
want
a
your
bitch, I
shoddy.
shouldn't have called her that. But
I don't want your girl. Like,
would have been
please.
warranted in the moment if he said this bitch.
Like, she forced me. I don't want. Okay, whatever. So they
And they're
dance.
also, by the way, they're like slow dancing in the middle of the club.
Yeah, literally. So
I would, you know what though? I would love to be so in love that I'm slow dancing in the middle of the club, just
Yeah.
ruining everyone's night.
yeah, like ruining everyone's night.
Like literally, all the girls are watching me slow dance with my man. They're like, oh god,
This bitch. Yeah.
that needs to happen to me soon. Can't wait to ruin all you bitches' nights the next time I get. Better ruin everyone's night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Happily. But yeah, so they start dancing, and then he's like, "Ooh, I really love some pizza right now." They go out to get pizza. and
Also,
she's
no,
like,
by the way, like she's like, should we leave the club? We're not gonna be able to get back in. And then he's like, I'm Vincent Dubois. I can get back in at the club.
Okay.
You get it.
We get it. Like, all right, dude. But they don't end up going back to the club. They start going on a little walk. There's a whole confession of feelings in the rain, and they have their first smooch.
After post pizza smooch.
Post pizza drunk smooch.
I know their breasts stank crazy.
Stank, but you know, I can only imagine that it was a great. I mean, like,
It sounded very sexy,
Yeah.
except for the post pizza part.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
already alcohol makes your breath smell so
Stank.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, like it's like there's a yeast farm in my mouth right
Yeah,
now.
I don't care who you are. Even if you're Vincent Dubois, that beer smell is repulsive. Hate that.
Oh, God. So, by the way, because nothing can ever be simple, he gets a text from his stalker being like, "Are you enjoying Budapest? Heart emoji, eyes emoji, moon emoji,
Just
sparkling emoji." Yeah.
It's like,
I was just genuinely wondering.
I have some restaurant recommendations if you want.
Here's an itinerary.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow it, but I just want to make your life a little
Yeah,
easier.
just in case you wanted some recs, because I know it can be a little bit hard traveling to places you haven't been before. So, so then Budapest is over. They're all heading back to London.
They're like about to leave the Airbnb.
Yeah, and she and her friend and Noah take a cab back to the airport together, and they get there and they run into Seth, who is he's like the kits manager basically. He's like in charge of, I think, getting like the
Why is he there? He's not even
Well,
on the team.
he basically is like, he's like a young guy and he's in charge of like getting their uniforms together, like and basically Vincent invited him to be nice and was like, this is the younger guy, he just joined, like, you know, whatever, I'm trying to invite him and like whatever, just to like include him. And Seth is very much like,
What the hell, sure.
I'm so thankful to be included, like Vincent is so awesome for inviting me, like whatever. And while they're there, he also lets it slip to Brooklyn that her dad got the
She basically was getting some special treatment with her
Yeah.
offer of employment. Like
Yeah.
typically they only hold the spot for you for like 48 hours or something, but
Yeah.
for her she got like a full week. And
Yeah.
Seth was like panicking that he told her that. And
Yeah.
this conversation is so, again, stupid because it's like Seth needed to be mentioned in this one plot of the book, even though it ends up being really forgettable. It's important
Yeah.
that they have this conversation here. And it, again, furthers the whole dad conversation. But I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, of course you're getting special treatment. Like, that shouldn't be shocking
Yeah.
to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, so this conversation is kind of, like, the point is moot, you know? Because it's
Yeah.
like, obviously she's getting special treatment.
Yeah.
Why would her offer of employment be any different? Why is the sun down?
Because it's 7:30.
What a hell.
It's also like, we don't hear, as far as I'm aware, we don't really meet or hear about Seth until this moment.
I think he's mentioned, like, a couple more times, because...
But in passing.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
it's
like,
so,
those
especially
talks to him.
because in her, like I said this criticism, I think about Heated Rivalry as well, of that it's like when you're building these universes and you want these characters to come back, it gets really confusing when all of
Yeah.
a sudden there's these established relationships with
Yeah.
these like kind of random people.
Yeah.
It's like, it gets very, like, who am I supposed to remember? Who's a throwaway character and
Yeah.
who's going to be important later? At this point, I
Yeah.
don't know any of them, and there's so many.
Every time we talk about the players, it's like Tim, Tam, Tommy, and Johnny, and Jacob, and
the other
like,
one.
whoa,
Yeah.
okay, like there's so many of them. Just tell me the names of the ones that I need to know who are
Yeah.
going to be the main character in the future books. Like, I don't need to hear about the rest.
Yeah, I mean, she tried to tell us, but you just weren't listening, I guess. But there's so much going on,
Yeah.
and there's poop in the
And there's Fruit of the Loom involved, so I just can't. When they get back from Budapest, there's basically like a auction charity gala that the team hosts every year, and this year the coach, her dad, basically is like, everyone has to be involved, even Vincent, even Noah, because usually they don't get involved in it. And basically the event is like women get to come and like
bid on a date with them.
Yeah.
Does this happen in real life?
I don't know.
Hudson Williams, please do one. Sorry.
Asks disgusted, and then wait, Hudson, do one.
Hudson's like, I'm good, girl.
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. And they basically like manage to get out of it every year, but this year the coach for some reason is like, fuck no, you're both doing it, everyone's doing it. And so they all go to the event.
Why?
And right, why? Simply, all the other players are doing it. Why do I have to be involved? I don't want to. And
Vincent also, she likes to flex that Vincent is rich because Vincent's like, normally I get out of it because I'll just donate hella money.
Period. And on the way there, also Brooklyn is like really nervous because the other friend, I can't remember her name. Is her name Karina?
Ooh.
Yes, Karina, the third friend, is like, you need to tell Scarlett about what happened
Tonight at this charity gala.
Mama, wait.
If I've ever had a charity gala, if I'm wearing a ball gown and you come to me with bad news,
I don't want to hear it right now.
I'm wearing a ball gown.
Right, and
It can wait. It can surely wait.
it can wait because I have to bet on my boyfriend right now, so like I need to have my head in the
Yeah,
game.
because I don't want my boyfriend to go, if it were me, I'd be like, this is your fault.
Simply, it's your fault. But she tells her, and Scarlett like doesn't give a fuck. Basically, she's like,
No, she's like happy.
yeah, she's excited.
She's like, finally they can fucking get rid of their tension. Huh? That's her brother.
Only thing I will say about that is like, I'm sure like she's probably been noticing them doing this back and forth for months, and she's
Yeah.
like, I'm so fucking tired of y'all beating around the bush. Just fucking get it over with.
Yeah.
So yeah, fine. But yeah, her being so excited, I was like, oh, okay. But you know, whatever. They go to do the auction, and Asher is first, and basically Scarlett immediately like gives a like crazy bid and gets him off the thing immediately, and she's like, eh.
She's like, I love having a rich man. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
she's like, I just spent all his money so he didn't go on a date with someone else. There's also this woman there who's in like a cheetah or leopard print dress, and she's like, they're describing her as like a crazed fan.
like really misogynistic.
Yeah, they're describing her like really badly, that she's like there and like foaming at the mouth basically to get a date with one of these guys.
And hey, if Hudson Williams was up on that stage, you better believe.
Just to be right next to her.
I don't know what I don't
That's
know.
your twin.
I don't know. No, like that's my twin sister. That's my twin flame.
Yeah.
But it was very misogynistic the way she was describing
they were
her.
talking, the way everyone described her was like, ew.
She was like old,
Yeah.
lip filler,
Yeah.
big ass forehead.
Cougar. Yeah, like,
I was like,
okay,
relax.
okay. Big ass forehead.
Like, relax, dude.
Just like any mean thing I could possibly think
Yes,
of.
literally. Like, we get it. I feel like already like bidding on a date with these guys. Like,
Yeah.
like you don't have to be derogatory about that.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
we get it.
Yeah,
we get the
we get
type
it.
of people that are. Because I'm sitting here laughing and joking. I'm not bidding $30,000 to go on a date with Hudson Williams.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
I would love to if I had the money, but I won't.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course not.
Like, we already know the type of people that are bidding. You don't have to be misogynistic about it too.
Yeah, please. And so Vincent, now it's his turn, and he goes up, and well, basically he looks so uncomfortable, and the woman in the leopard dress is putting her bids out, and it's looking like she's gonna win, and so Brooklyn
She could
just,
rival
like,
me trying to bid on Hudson Williams.
Brooklyn starts to be like, oh, I can see in his face that like he's so
He doesn't want
uncomfortable.
this.
His smile isn't reaching his eyes, like. So she starts bidding.
Like, all this drama, also, like, it's just one date. Also, he is a stalker. Why is he... What if the leopard print lady is the stalker?
Right, again, which is why I'm like, hey, coach, maybe not him this year.
The dad said it'll be fine.
He said, I don't give a fuck. Simply I don't care. And so she starts bidding, money she doesn't have, by the way, and to try and win the date, so he doesn't have to go on it.
And once she gets to $30,000, Vincent is like, shut up.
He's looking at her like, bitch, enough.
I do not have
damn well,
$30,000.
he knows damn well it's coming out of his pocket, and he's like, stop.
So funny.
Yeah.
And so she gets outbid by the leopard print dress lady.
Yeah.
And then the coach, like, he bumps into the coach trying to get to her. Again, like, it kind of gives, like, clown music. It's, like, all of these things that have to get in the way before they could just get together. Like, he has to, the coach is like, so why was she bidding on you? And he's like, oh, I told her, basically he says the same thing that Asher and Scarlett are doing. He says that's what she was doing, and he was just doing her a favor. Because, you know, he has a stalker.
Right. Which I'm like, also like, if I'm him, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what, coach? Enough
No, like she's an adult.
She's an adult. If she wants to bid on this date, let her do it.
But the point about this scene, we're gonna get to it in literally 3 seconds. But he goes to they leave the gala, and then he shows up at Brooklyn's house. They have a really terrible smut scene, and then they get together. And in the book, it says that they had sex 3 times, and she gave him a blowjob. If we have sex 3 times and you're still asking me for a blowjob, you gotta get the fuck out of here.
She already
done.
gave him a blowjob when they were having sex the first time.
I don't have that kind of stamina. Do you?
No.
Okay, I had to make sure.
No, girl, we're not.
I was like, does anyone?
We're not having I'm not giving you a blowjob after all of this. We've already done it. It's not enough. Heal.
Go home. Get out.
Get gone. I can't do this anymore.
And a blowjob that fried my brain. Also, the concept of saying blowjob, shut the fuck up.
I know. Ugh. God damn. A blowjob that fried my brain. Fuck off.
I didn't like that one. But, so he gets home. He gets back to the coach's house because that's where he's still living. And the coach is just sitting, oh my god, sitting on the couch just waiting for him to get home. And in my mind, when I was picturing this, I was picturing him just sitting on the couch like this.
Oh, why is he mogging?
Because he's mad. That's his mad face.
Right.
So he's sitting on the couch for hours just waiting for him to come home.
He's a glass of whiskey.
I'm picturing him, yes, just sitting there just like.
He's sitting on like an ottoman too. Like he has like a chair and like a footrest thing.
He's like, oh, is that you? Oh.
He's like swirling his cup. There's no lights on either. Just sitting in complete darkness.
But he has to have that mysterious look on his face because that's how he's acting when Vincent comes in. And Vincent's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why'd you wait up for me, you weirdo?
Right.
And the coach is like, why were you at my daughter's house for 2 hours in the middle of the night? Like, what do you want me to say?
Because we were
to
bumping
that?
uglies, that's why.
Is that what you want me to say?
Is that what you want me to say?
Like, and then
you can put 2 and 2 together.
So he lies to the coach, and then the coach gets halfway up the stairs, and he's like, wait, I don't want to lie to you. So why not just tell the truth? Why not tell the truth the first time?
No, he literally goes through a whole thing being like, we were playing games, we were playing Twister, we were just hanging out, like...
What?
And then immediately confesses. So just tell the truth the first time.
No, tell the truth at the gala.
Right.
Like, and now they're officially together, which is so funny to think about. It's like, it's crazy that, like, they probably got together, what, 30 minutes ago?
Literally.
And already he's running to tell the dad. He's like, hee. He said, I know something you don't.
I'm sitting on a bad boy piece of information.
like immediately tells the coach that they're together. And then he tells Brooklyn this, and she's like, oh, well, that's like so soon, but okay.
Yeah. All right.
Also, like, not really his place to tell him, in my opinion.
It's not. And also,
after we literally just said, why not just tell the truth? But you know what's crazy? Like, why not just not have the scene in the book in the first place?
Yeah, it's more so like, why not, if we're gonna have the same conversation happen 3 times within a span of like a couple chapters between the same 2 characters, just tell the truth the first time and get it over with. Like, I've seen enough.
We probably could have saved like 100 pages if you had done that.
We could have cut a lot of things out and saved ourselves a lot of time.
Right.
So, and the dad is very less than pleased. He's like pissed off. He's like, I don't want you guys to be together. It goes against the fucking team policy. And girl, who gives a fuck?
No, they're obviously gonna be together.
Right? Who gives a fuck? And he's like, respectfully, we're gonna be together. I would love to have your blessing, but we're gonna be together regardless.
Well, also, she's leaving anyway, so like, what does it even matter?
Like, seriously.
He shows up at Brooklyn's apartment the next day, and honestly, I just want to move on because I can't talk about this anymore. He shows up at Brooklyn's apartment the next day and is like, Vincent told me about you guys. And she's like, okay, are you going to be more involved in my life now? And he's like, yeah. And I bet you anything they're going to have this conversation at least one more time before the book ends. We're moving on.
Yeah, I can't talk about it
Get
anymore.
on board, or I don't know. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. So then we get to like the holiday break.
They go to a Christmas party and the pig is there.
And have a party and the pig is there. But they're hosting the party and
Brooklyn is there.
Brooklyn's all nervous to like meet the dad.
Aww, people when they show up to a party and I'm there.
Oh, the pig is there. It's crazy.
Oh,
the pig is there. But Brooklyn is like all nervous to meet the dad, but of course it's like everything's fine.
Yeah, and she like makes a bad joke and she's like, oh, I shouldn't have made that joke, but he laughs anyway. Pick me ass.
Like, you see? Pick me ass. So yeah, that happens, and then they get a phone call from the detective again, and he tells them what does he tell them here?
He says that they found the guy and that they basically found a shrine to Vincent in this guy's house.
Yeah.
But they can't arrest him.
Oh, right, because he didn't admit to the doll and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Which will become important later, but yeah. So they're like, good news, bad news though.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing. Just don't call me then.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who it is.
Just shoot me a text.
Like,
I can't do it.
put it in my email. I'll read it on Monday.
Right. Not right now.
You don't need to call me during non-office hours.
I'm at the Christmas party with the pig. Okay.
There's a pig here.
Right. And so
useless.
Right. And so after that, they end up going to.
And if you think that we wrapped that up way too quickly, imagine how I felt reading the book.
I couldn't get through it fast enough, frankly. So they end up going to the stadium, like the Black Castle Stadium, home stadium, and they fuck on the pitch.
It was which is crazy that, like, what a great premise for a sex scene.
Right.
And it was very poorly written, which also,
Yeah.
I'd like to take a moment. I'm not even gonna lie, I normally like her books. Like, they might not be, like, my favorite pieces of work, but, like, I enjoy them, and the smut is normally very enjoyable. I have read that scene of Jules, I know you hated it.
Yeah.
But I have read that scene of Jules and Josh fucking in the closet, like, probably 30 times at least. I mean, at least.
I mean, her smut this is definitely a step down from what she's done in the past. Or, like, I don't know, it just felt very, like,
because these characters don't have chemistry, because in my opinion,
no chemistry.
my opinion is that they're bad because the characters don't have any chemistry, and we don't care enough about the characters because, forgive me because I know I've said this so many times, but there's so many other things going on that you can't really focus on the development of their relationship.
Yeah.
And also, it happens so fast.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like it takes forever for them to get together, once they finally do, it's immediately intense and immediately, like, expecting us to, like, get on board with their relationship.
The stakes are so high immediately.
Yeah. It just, like, the pacing was kind of weird with their relationship, and I think their smut kind of suffers as a result.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer, because this would have been a fire sex
No,
scene.
the setup of it, like, the premise of it, the idea of it was fire.
Especially
like,
because I thought Vincent was hot in the first book.
Right.
I was excited to read his book.
Right.
It's a bummer.
But it is a bummer, because this had the greatest recipe for success, and it just flopped. Also, every time they've had sex so far, the other time and this time, they have
sex, like, multiple times.
And they involve a bet in the midst of the fucking as well. Why?
I was like, this isn't my thing.
Oh, I bet that I can make you scream really loud. Okay?
Okay, then I'm gonna scream just to make you happy. It's just like something they want them to do.
You've literally, what?
I bet you can do the dishes tomorrow.
I bet you could do all the laundry really quick.
I bet you could fold the laundry faster than me. I bet you could wipe your butt a little better after you poop.
I bet you could brush your teeth. God, that joke will never get old. I
bet you could drink 1 drop of water. Or eat a vegetable.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it's like, why are you involving betting in the fucking every time?
But their sex reflects their relationship dynamic. I just don't think that, like, them being like, I bet I can make you come, is, like, a good way to reflect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. We could have
sure.
seen it in other ways, maybe, but it didn't work for me at all. The smut was just not great.
I would like to talk now.
Yeah.
Also, another unnecessary detail, because this doesn't really come up again.
Mm-hmm.
We find out Vincent is adopted. We knew this information already. But he opens up to her and is like, I've just always wanted to know my birth mother, and it just feels like I was the mistake that she made. And now her real family is around, and she wants nothing to do with me. And her response to that is, it's okay. I love a good trauma dump. It makes me feel good when other people's lives are a mess. Can you imagine, like, I open up to you about, like, my deepest, darkest secret and, like, my deepest trauma that, like, really affects me that deeply, and also has really my life is not a mess. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to deserve any of that. Yeah. And you're like, I'm doing better than you. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's so helpful.
Thank you so much. That really hurts my feelings.
Oh, I bet I can leave you here on the pitch.
Like, what the fuck? It's such an awful thing to say.
Yeah, and again, like, it just, like, this whole scene, like, didn't make me feel like I got to know them any better.
Yeah.
And her response is so inappropriate that I was just like,
I don't know if it was trying to be like, she was trying to be lighthearted and make him feel better by being like humorous, but it didn't land. It didn't work. It was like, it was weird.
I also just hate the word trauma dumping. I think it's so insensitive.
Yeah.
If your friends opening up to you is not trauma dumping. I'm so sorry.
I hate that term.
Her internship officially ends at Black Castle, and her mom calls her, and she's like, "Oh, twin, I'm giving birth like now. Do you want to come? I have a scheduled C-section like next week." And she's like, you told me 2 months ago that you were pregnant." And she was like, "Well,
you want to be there or not, girl?"
No, so, and she's like,
okay.
She's like, "Okay, shit."
Yeah.
So she flies to California for her mom's scheduled C-section, and Vincent surprises her. When this happened, I was like, why even make her go to California if he's gonna follow her anyway? Like,
just let them go together.
well, because like this, like as every scene in every romance novel, it is always at the end of the day the goal is to further the relationship, to further that plot along, even if it seems like it has nothing to do with it. So I was like, we can just delete this whole thing if he's gonna be there anyway.
Right.
Why is he there?
Right.
Why is he there? How does he know where her hotel is? Anyways, and her mother is just being literally cartoonishly evil, and I feel like that's the best way to explain it, because it is so unnecessary. The things that she says are so just not something a real human being would say. It was just like, she wanted us to hate the mom so badly that she was like throwing anything at the wall, but it's like, again, the mom doesn't need to be there in the first place.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, she's cartoonishly evil. It makes your writing seem really weak.
Yeah.
Because they go to Vincent, her mom, and her mom's husband, and her, Brooklyn, all go to brunch, and while Brooklyn gets up to go to the bathroom, Vincent rage baits her, and is like, why would you even invite her here if you don't even like her? And the mom says, like, and this is like a direct quote, she's like, well, I could tell her to break up with you, and she would, so you need to watch your tone, you need to know your place. And Vincent's like, why would you do that? Why would she do that? Because she does everything you tell her to do? And she says, because she's that desperate for my approval. Mommy issues, everyone has them. Sometimes they work in my favor. Those are not words that a real human being would say.
Yeah.
And in response to this, Vincent is like, I know it's kind of inappropriate that I'm being inappropriate.
Yeah.
But her mom's a narcissist, and narcissists never change. Care to comment? We have a mental health almost professional here. She'll be one day.
Such a fucking awful, dangerous, inappropriate,
harmful,
insensitive thing to say. Very harmful. Like, what?
Really
You're just throwing that word around.
Yeah, and also, like, you don't even know this woman.
Yeah.
Like, and Brooklyn, and it's also inappropriate because Brooklyn doesn't need Vincent to stand up for her.
Yeah.
Like, she's choosing to be there because she wants this relationship with her mom.
Right.
So this whole thing is kind of really inappropriate for Vincent to do, because it's like, if she didn't want a relationship with her mom, she wouldn't be there.
Right.
And now you're potentially ruining that for her. And I'm not saying the mom's in the right, but it's like, she's so cartoonishly evil that I can't even take her seriously. I don't even care what she says.
Right.
It doesn't even matter. Because I know that,
right,
like, this is just a plot device for the two of them.
She's gonna be mean fuck all anyway in the end. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to care about you and Brooklyn, and so you doing this stuff and instigating this issue and all that stuff doesn't make me look at you better. It makes me not like you.
Yeah.
Like,
but instead she's like, I'm going back to London. I'm not staying for your C-section. Me and Vincent are leaving. I choose the boy that I've been dating for 1 month over you.
And yeah, and then she's like, I feel kind of sad to like leave my half siblings and like miss the birth, but like maybe I'll have a relationship with them one day, but until then, nah. And then they just move on and never mention them again.
Yeah, and I'm not saying she's wrong. Like, obviously the mom is not good for her, but it's like, I just like, this doesn't make me like Vincent anymore. No. It certainly doesn't make me like Brooklyn anymore. It doesn't make me feel like, oh my god, she stood up for herself. No. Instead, it's like, oh, relationship dynamics are very complex. Yeah. And this just sucks for everybody involved.
Yeah. And that's what they
just kind of bummed me out.
Yeah,
I was like, we go from fucking on the pitch to this.
Right, it bummed me out, and it was kind of, I think it was also because it was so complex and there's all this stuff happening, and then again, they're never mentioned again. It's like, oh, we're just wrapping that up. Like, that's a really heavy, intense thing that just happened.
Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like she missed the Twisted series.
She really
she was like,
really does.
She really misses writing a cartoonishly evil villain. And she was like, a goblin took over her, and she was like, when she was writing this, she was like,
she was missing writing that finale scene of Twisted Love.
Yeah, where Alex shoots a man, like tortures and shoots a man.
She like peels the skin off a human.
What's going on?
Such a crazy ass scene, dude.
Let's not go there. Let's not talk about that now.
We can't.
But the Angry Boar, and the note that I wrote here is they all go to the Angry Boar and everything happens. Because while they're at the Angry Boar, it's a bar. Yeah. While they're at the Angry Boar, Vincent's agent just walks into the bar, by the
Right.
way. He has to be there to deliver this news,
Of
I
course.
suppose. I don't know.
They've just finished winning a game, also, so they're already celebrating. And all the fans and all the players are in the bar. Yeah.
And Vincent gets his deal for Zenith.
Yeah.
Okay, period, boomski.
Right.
And then Brooklyn reveals that she has an interview with a celebrity called Derek Moore, and he has a daughter that he wants her to be a one-on-one nutritionist for.
Yeah.
And this is like a huge deal. He's super famous. He's super rich. And also it's her dream job. So she's like, okay, period.
Yeah.
And then she sits down at the table and she gets the rejection email from the award that she's been spending the whole book applying to.
Yeah.
All of that happens in one chapter.
Yeah.
They're at one...
Frankly, in one page.
I feel like that is a true testament of how much how it's way
Yeah.
too much going on
Yeah.
if you feel like you have to wrap it up all back to back to back like that.
Right.
You're also throwing so much information at your readers. How am I supposed to care about any of the information when
Right.
I'm getting all of it thrown at me?
There's so much happening. Now I forgot that we even were talking about Zenith, because now I'm
Exactly.
thinking about this thing with the is nothing.
And
Like,
where's the pig?
right. On top of it all, where's the pig?
And on top of it all, Vincent still has a stalker.
Right. Because he then comes to her house later when she's at home and she's like trying to figure out, what was it? She was like, had her interview a couple days later.
She has her
Yeah.
interview and she obviously gets the job, and then she finds out she has to move to Chicago for the job because of
Right.
course she does, because it's the third act and time for the third act breakup or something
Right.
similar.
Right.
Some reason where they can't be together.
Right.
Has to happen.
Right.
So she gets her dream job. Woohoo!
They immediately hire her like on the spot.
On the spot, same fucking chapter. It's revealed that there's 2 stalkers.
Not just the one. There's 2 of them.
And they don't know who the other one is yet.
yeah, because the second stalker, whoever, has now, and they think that the other guy, they found the stalker a couple chapters ago, right? He's, they figured it out. No, because they get a new photograph of them inside the Angry Boar, like kissing, is left on his Lamborghini, on his Lambo, when he's at practice. So he's like, 2 stalkers. Fuck.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. So then they move into a hotel.
2 stalkers.
2 stalkers is crazy. And they,
Anna, I think you should take a nap. Or go back to writing the Twisted series.
you know that one meme of the guy who has like the murder board with all the lines and he looks like fucking crazed? That's how I feel like she looks like writing this book.
No, like she was Mike's Mike.
Yeah.
She was Mike's Mike in the Pretty Little Liars video.
Like seriously. She was really like losing herself here. She was losing herself. And they make sure to tell us like this is not the same guy because the detectives reached out to like him and he had left town and he had an alibi, and so there is definitely 100% a second stalker. Oh heavens.
What are the odds?
Seriously.
Like,
Yeah, 2 stalkers
At the same
reveal
time?
themselves at the same time
yeah.
to him. You
And
would
also
think they're
this-
working together.
This is like his first yeah. That would have been a crazy reveal.
Right. So
I'm surprised she didn't come to that conclusion on her own.
I know. I mean, sure. What the hell?
What the hell,
Why don't
sure.
you make them fucking work together?
Yeah.
They own a fucking stalking ring. Why
Like-
not?
Yeah. The Asher's getting stalked too.
Why the fuck not? Scarlet gets kidnapped. Like I'm sort
For doing anything.
so they move into a hotel and he tells her about the second stalker. She tells him about the fact that she might have to move, and he's like,
Well, perfect. Just move.
yeah, he's like, you should move, twin.
Obviously,
Yeah.
she should move.
Yeah.
And she's like, does this have anything to do with your stalker? Yes.
And he's like, yeah.
And also,
So
if
if you should have known, you would see right through me.
well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
Like, and if I'm her, I'm like, oh no, I'm being threatened?
See ya.
No, I'm leaving. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
and
for
my
sure.
dream job. Bye. Bye.
And the thing is, they have this like very emotional like scene where they decide that they're gonna do long distance, and it's like I just don't care.
I didn't care.
about-
I was like,
I don't care about their emotional breakup because it was like, to me, as soon as she mentioned the job was in Chicago, I was like, she's obviously gonna take it because we have genuinely spent more time developing her character
Yeah.
and emphasizing how much work she's done to get where she is and how she's like, work is more important to her than anything else. Like
Yeah.
she wants to be successful way more than she wants Vincent. So it was like, I just don't care.
she's going.
Yeah, obviously.
Simply she's going.
And I don't know why she even had to think about it.
No.
And I don't know why she thought Vincent would tell her not to go.
No.
Of course not.
No. Of course, I want you to follow your passion and also be away from the stalker who's now threatening you. Yes, go.
Yeah. But the relationship gets so serious so fast, and
Yeah.
they're doing long distance for a little bit. And he gets in, like, they're so serious to the point where he gets into a very heated, I just thought this was, like, so bizarre. He gets into, like, a very heated argument with his agent where he's like, you don't get to tell me what to do with my life. Brooklyn's my girlfriend. You need to respect that. I'm your agent. I don't need to respect shit when it comes to your love life, you weirdo. And in fact, it is actually kind of my job to say, hey, slow down. Like, you're not going to transfer to Chicago and risk losing the Zenith deal that I worked so hard to get.
Right.
Like, no. And they have a very heated argument, and, like, I feel like the tone just feels like it's shifted really drastically.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like, we can't live without each other. Like, it's like, they want us to feel like this devastating love for each other, and it's like,
I feel none of that. I feel none of that.
And also, like, we started with, like, burning pancakes.
Right.
And now suddenly it's like, I can't live without you? How do we, in 3 months we got there? No. They do have a hot Skype call phone sex scene.
That one, yeah, that one I will say was pretty high, yeah.
She was holding back before.
Yeah. I was like, fine.
The goblin took over again.
Yeah,
the goblin took over.
Her fingers were on fire when she was typing.
It's like she's playing a classical piano, like,
she's... No, yeah, that scene was pretty good, because she moves. She goes to Chicago. She's there.
Obviously.
Yeah. And yeah, they have their sexy Skype scene. And then she comes back because she's like, there's a scene where the girl that she's, now her nutritionist, Haley, she gets to, like, nationals, and basically she made a deal with the dad where she was like, if Haley gets into nationals, you'll let me go home for a week, I guess. Okay.
What the hell, sure.
Yeah.
And also, there's also a scene where Haley, like, convinces her she has to go. I don't care what a 16-year-old thinks I should do.
Right, and she was like, me and Haley kind of get kind of close, because, like, I'm the closest one in age to her. Haley's 16. How old are you?
I don't know.
How close in age are y'all?
I don't know.
What? Yeah, then I was like, they never actually told us how old these people are. Like, how close in age
they're
could you possibly
certainly
be?
acting 22, but she has her master's, so I don't think she's 22.
She has to be at least, like, 24.
Yeah.
You know? Which I was like, I get how you can, like, maybe...
acting like this.
I get how you can probably have, like, a mentor-mentee relationship with her, but, like...
Haley's telling you what to do with your love life?
Yeah, getting close like that is maybe, I don't know. But yeah, also I was like...
Maybe that's a bit nitpicky, but I was just kind of like, I feel like it's like, again with the tone shift, is that it's like, she wants us to think that these two need to be together so bad, but, like, nothing in the book previously has suggested that they need to be together so bad. They seem like they're doing really well on their own, actually.
Right. And she, like... Well, maybe she is, but he's, like, fucking up at practice and shit.
Yeah, that's true. Period. Anna loves women.
I know, she does. But...
I feel like she got some woman hater allegations at some point and was like, I need to fix this.
Yeah, after the Twisted books, I'm sure. The allegations came from me. So, she was...
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to say anything, but...
Me. Yeah, she... Yeah, I just found it also a little odd that she was like, I needed to, like, I guess it would make sense to you to get his permission to go on a week-long break. I guess it's like, I need PTO, huh?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't think
Anyways.
that's weird.
Yeah, no, never mind.
I think the deal is weird.
Yeah, she makes, like, a whole deal with him, which is, like, a little bit, but anyway. Again, I think at this point I was just kind of like, I'm irritated, so everything's pissing me off.
Yeah.
But she comes home and she sets up, in the meantime, also Vincent has gotten a, like, private security, and
named Spike. Truffle the pig and Spike the bodyguard.
I want a side story about them. Where he adopts Truffle and they just, like, live together.
Oh, that would be so cute.
Yeah. There's an idea for you.
The concept of the man on the cover of this book having a bodyguard, that's so ridiculous. That man does not need a bodyguard.
He doesn't need a bodyguard. But he has a bodyguard, and she sets up with him, like, she tells him she's coming, she's like, okay, here's how I'm gonna get there, I want to surprise Vincent, whatever. He's like, cool. She says that he makes her send him 5 different pictures of herself holding the newspaper with the date, to prove that it's her. He's taking his job very seriously. OMG. Don't you already have my number saved? I'm his girlfriend.
Yeah, like seems like kind of a lot, but okay.
Right. But she gets back into town a little bit before practice concludes, and so she, like, goes to a coffee shop near, somewhere near the stadium.
I forgot about this.
And lo and behold,
Mason is there.
Mason
Why
shows
is
up
Mason
again.
here?
This is the 3rd time he's shown up. We didn't mention it, but several chapters before this, they run into him at, like, a holiday market. Why does he keep cropping up?
Because we'll talk about why in a minute.
Right, but he keeps showing up, so it's like, okay, I'm starting to think, okay, he must be the stalker because like, girl, bye. And honestly, in her POV, she's like, he keeps showing up and it's creeping me out. And
I think he might be the stalker.
Yeah, it's creeping me out. I'm getting uneasy, and also he's a talker. Shut up.
Also, I just realized she does say like, I'm kind of worried about him. I get that he's a red herring. He's popped up 3 times.
Right.
I get it.
You don't have to
need
tell
to
me.
tell me. Yeah, we
She's
all
like,
thought the same thing.
I'm kind of suspicious.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, right,
Anyways, she
right.
goes back to Vincent's house. I just need to get this done with. I can't talk. I can't think about this anymore. I can't.
Yeah, she goes back to Vincent's house and she's waiting for him to show up. She hears a door unlock. It's fucking Sean.
It's Seth.
It's Seth.
That's how like inconsequential Seth is.
It's Seth.
That was real.
It was a real. Yeah, Seth is the guy that went to the kit manager that she has that random ass conversation with in the airport, and it's revealed that he is obviously the stalker, and he like has some weird like pseudo relationship with him.
He says that, you know, he's been a fan of Vincent since he was a kid, and every other player he's met has been kind of rude. But like, didn't you get to go on the boys' birthday trip? So what about Noah and Adel and Asher?
Right.
And the other ones?
Right.
Fuck them, I guess. They don't get a stalker.
No, he's like, it's Vincent or nothing.
Yeah, and he's like, so I was just trying to show him how much I loved him with the doll. But then he got weird, so then I also got weird.
Yeah.
And then you showed up. And then you went to Chicago, bitch.
Right. Now he's upset because of you. And also, I just saw you at the restaurant with that guy.
Oh.
You're cheating on him. So simply I have to kill you because you can't do
from?
that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This, by the way, it wraps up in less than 20 pages. So
Literally.
the way we're talking fast is how
quickly it
comes
goes.
that way.
Yeah.
It comes across that way.
She tries to get a knife. He attacks her to the ground. She's like, I'm about to die, and I never told Vincent I loved him. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
So first of all, so like we said earlier, Mason was a red herring. What a waste of pages because it was just annoying.
Yeah.
And if Mason was more recognizable to me than Seth, that's an issue.
Right.
Like, because when Seth came in, I was like, who? I did not know who Seth was.
Fully thought
And
his
then
name
I
was
went
Sean.
back and I like reread it and I was like, okay, gotcha.
Right.
He's not mentioned until page 195. This is a 450 page book. Girl,
Yeah.
you can't ask me to remember. Like,
No.
Seth, Adel, Asher,
Noah, Gallagher,
Karina.
like there's so many fucking people.
And like, he's not even mentioned until page almost 200. That's almost half the book.
And he gets mentioned there, and then I think maybe one more other time.
No, he's mentioned a handful of times after that, and I guess we were supposed to be paying attention to that, but when you introduce him with all the other players, it's like, why would I focus on him? And so the reveal falls completely flat.
Yeah.
Especially when you gave us a red herring of Mason. This is not a book that needs a red herring. This is a romance novel that was written in 2026, 2025, whatever year it was written.
Yeah.
There does not need to be a red herring.
No.
Like, what are you
No.
doing?
No.
And
No.
then, like, and his reasoning was just so, like,
I liked him. He's my buddy.
like,
I'm his best friend. I'm looking out for him. Okay. We didn't need. It was really irritating. It wrapped up so fast too because Vincent and Spike show up immediately and save her. The cops come and Vincent like tears him to shreds and is like, "Fuck you, die." And Seth is like,
oh man. Ah, shoot.
you know, drat. So they take him away. And right. And then they have like a whole emotional reunion, and they're like, "I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you," to the ground, like beat me to death with it. Goddamn.
Right? Can't they just? Anna Huang loves like something has to happen before they'll say I love you. Like something drastic. Like planes gotta fly out of the sky. Someone's gotta get shot.
Well, you remember in the
someone's
last
gotta
book
get
when they went to the
kidnapped,
hospital two
had to
different
go to the
times.
hospital twice before they'll say I love you.
Right, of course. And when we were this, mind you, this happens. There's 45 chapters of this book. This literally happens in chapter 45. Like the reveal of this. Holy fuck!
And it also is like the most interesting part of the whole book.
Right.
And it's wrapped up so quickly.
So
like
fast.
I feel like the scene of her arguing with her mom at the brunch was longer than this.
Yeah, yeah. And this is like the thing that starts the entire fucking book.
Yeah.
It's like the inciting incident, bro. Let me get a fucking epilogue.
Ooh, that was great. Inciting. What'd you say?
Inciting incident?
No, I mean, I know what it means, but like, I would have never thought of that on my own. Genius.
Oh, thank you. yeah, the epilogue pulls up because we can't have this book without a fucking epilogue.
No, like, what else is there to say? There cannot possibly be more to say.
But simply there is.
No, there's not.
Because it's 2 months later. And
what are they doing 2 months later? I assume the
have to
exact
know.
same thing. Like, nobody was wondering what's happening 2 months later.
I have to know.
Just include it in the book.
No, like,
God,
seriously.
I actually hate epilogues. Like, especially when it's like this. Like,
Yeah.
when it's like a few years in advance and like it's short, like maybe a page and a half. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, like, you know, I just thought this would be like a nice little fluffy scene to
Yeah.
include in the end. Like, sure, what the hell, sure.
What the hell, sure.
This is already too long.
Yeah.
2 months later, it's not enough time has passed for me to like.
I like,
assume
oh, what are
that-
they doing in the future? I'm assuming they're doing the same fucking shit.
Yeah, it's 2 months later.
Yeah, yeah. Before they get to the epilogue, actually, they also mentioned that she created a deal with her new employer, where basically she was like, if Haley gets into nationals, I get to move back to London and do my job remotely. Okay, so Haley gets into nationals. So
If I'm them, I'm like, if you want to move so bad, you're fucking fired. Because
Yeah.
clearly you don't want to be here.
you also, well, right, we didn't have to hire you in the first place. You could have just declined our offer.
Yeah.
Like, so she's like, I'm moving back, yay! And so in the 2 months later, she hasn't moved back yet, but Black Castle and their rivals are at the finals, of course, and they're in the
Said rivals.
they're in the 80th minute, right? The game is 90 minutes. They're down 1 point. It's 2-1. In a span of like 2 paragraphs, they get their rivals get a 3rd point, so now it's 3-1. And then they get two more points, and then a 4th.
Happen. Bullshit. How would that even happen?
I've seen stuff like that happen before, sure, sometimes, but like not to this level.
Yeah.
It went from 2-1 to 3-4 in a span of like 5 minutes. Please relax. Please no.
I would have understood 2-1 to 3-2.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I would have been like, seems like a lot, but okay.
Why are we doing this right now? We don't need to. You could
I
also
also
just say
like-
like they won the final.
I also feel like, and I have the same criticism about like other sports books, but it's like, I don't really care what they're doing in the game, and
No.
I don't really want to like listen to you describe how they're winning the game. Like, can't they just win the game?
No, literally, that's what I'm saying. Like you could have just been like, hey, Black Castle won the final. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Wrapped it up.
Yeah.
But then they had to give us that, and then they do 6 months later.
Just make it 6 months.
Right, just start with the 6 months and tell us that they won the final. Like, we don't have to do both. But, of course we do. And 6 months later, so many
wouldn't we?
things are still happening. They move in together now.
There's a new stalker somehow. Just kidding. Just kidding.
They move in together when she moves back from Chicago. They're watching
How long have they been dating at this point? Like 8 months?
Yeah, they're moving in together. Because they can't be apart, girl.
Well,
You
I
know
guess
that.
they already, circumstances, okay. Circumstances were different. They already lived together.
I guess.
So.
Still. They're watching the Great British Bake Off finale because we can't let that plotline go. Because
No, like, I was actually kind of worried. I was like, well, what about the finale of Great British Bake Off? They might miss that.
But they can't miss that. I need to see the finale. I need to know what happens.
Yeah, because we got so much detail about it before.
Like, the pig is here because they're pig sitting. And
Do not ask me to pig sit. Are you crazy?
Bro.
You have me to pig sit. I'm pulling out a bow and arrow. I'm kidding.
Get my crossbow out.
Yeah, give me just 1 second.
And he makes sure to tell us that they both have gone to therapy in the time since the stalker situation because they need to deal with their trauma. And it's not just they go to therapy, they've gone back to therapy, insinuating that he's been to therapy before.
Right, which is funny to include that little tidbit that's like,
Like-
pro mental health, as if you didn't insult narcissists at the middle of the book. That like was enough for both of us to pick up and
Yeah.
be like, you shouldn't fucking say that. And then at the end, and they went to therapy.
No, she loves to be like, my male characters go to therapy. Okay, a lot of people can go to therapy and still not...
And still suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? So yeah, she makes sure to say that. And then he's like, you know what? Like, I don't need the external validation of brands anymore. I worked so fucking hard for that Zenith thing, but now that I have it, I don't even really want it anymore. Like,
I want Brooklyn.
yeah, she's the most important thing in my life. Fuck that. Fuck being a football player. Fuck my mom. I deleted her number from my phone. I don't need any of that stuff anymore because I have Brooklyn. The end.
He doesn't play football anymore?
No, he does, but he's like, I don't need any of that.
If I'm
because I have
Brooklyn, I'm like, oh, I'm moving out.
I liked you when you were the captain.
No, like, I'm not dating a jobless freak.
Jobless freak.
Are you stupid? No, like, if I'm Brooklyn, I'd be like, you stupid. That's actually so unattractive. You worked so hard for that Zenith deal, and now you're just gonna give it up out of nowhere?
For me.
What do I have to to do with it? I
Yeah.
want the Zenith Deal money.
No, and the thing is, he's
Our
saying
kids could use that.
right. No, he's saying all this as if he has
Damn
given
it.
He's saying all this as if he has given it up, but he hasn't. It's like, be
I
for
could
real.
if I wanted to.
Be for real. If you lost all those things, you'd be losing it.
Yeah.
Like, don't even pretend.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't need any of that stuff. Like, I have Brooklyn, I'm good. Yeah, and then the book ends, and then there's a little excerpt that says, if you want more from Brooklyn and Vincent,
I don't.
download our free extra epilogue chapter.
Was she, like-
Leave me alone.
Was she on cocaine? Like,
I don't need another epilogue. You already gave me 2 within this one epilogue. I'm good.
and it's already 458 pages.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and these are like the most unlikable characters she's ever written too. Actually,
Eight.
I don't know about unlikable. It's just that I don't feel anything for them. That's even worse than being unlikable.
Yeah.
Because normally when it's like I hate them, it's like, well, at least I'm feeling something.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate them. I'm
don't
just kind of
hate-
like
I
indifferent
don't
towards
care,
him.
yeah.
And her, like near the end, she was getting very pick me, and I was starting to piss me off a little bit. But like, I don't hate her by any means.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I have no stakes in this game. Like, I just don't care. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So that's
Which
the
is not
end.
a good way to feel after you invested 458 pages worth of reading, 13 hours of audiobook, I'm sure.
Dude, like I could have watched Catching Fire like twice in that time.
all of Heated Rivalry 3 times.
No, seriously. Like, fuck me. So, what would you rate that book?
That's definitely a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't super harmful except for like the one comment.
Yeah.
But it's very pro-woman. It's very pro-female orgasm. The guy on the cover's hot.
Yup. I can appreciate that for sure.
Asher was there.
Yes. Yeah, Asher was like, hey babe, like I don't give a fuck how much money you spend, you're gonna get that auction.
So that's
And honestly, that was the highlight of the book.
yeah. No, actually,
Wait,
the
Go ahead. Sorry, yeah.
the highlight of the book was the bodyguard being named Spike.
I was gonna say the highlight was the
Okay.
phone
Oh.
sex, but
Oh yeah, that was actually
good.
randomly was like so good compared to the
know.
other. I think there's only like 3 sex scenes, which is not a lot for her.
yeah.
She
She was randomly cooking with fire.
yeah
in
that
actually.
random yeah.
I don't know what happened, but she
Yeah.
got her spark back for a second.
What would you rate this?
Yeah, probably a 2 out of 5 as well. Like, it was just
Not enjoyable.
which is like, again, disappointing given that, like, you know, I don't consider these 2 from this series like as egregious as I didn't like the Twisted books, but like the last one I didn't love it in terms of like a story or whatever, but like it was still fun to read, you know, and I liked the character, like I liked Asher, he was hot, the sex scenes were good.
Yeah.
This was just like, ugh,
don't
wasting
care.
my time. I don't like
care.
it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be giving we're reading the 3rd one.
No, but we will if this gets views. We're very
Yeah.
easy and simple.
Chill, I'm easy. Bye!